Now that the holiday decorations are gone, you are due for a home refresh, and sprucing up can be simple. The owner of DeLeo Design and Staging, Kathy DeLeo, is here with 10 easy steps to get you started. Welcome, Kathy. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people want to do something different with their home in 2025, but maybe they're overwhelmed or they don't know where to begin. Can it actually be easy for us?
It can be so simple. It can be really simple as just changing out a paint color in your home. You know, whites are always great. They're on trend right now. Beiges are fantastic, and even delving into some seafoams that resonate in both a blue color palette and a green color palette can be a fantastic way to spruce up the home.
Nice. Now, we're talking about easy here. Do you recommend that people maybe try to paint it themselves if they're trying to save money, or go with the pros?
You can do both. I mean, painting it yourself, if you have the skill, 100%, it's not that difficult. But I do have some professionals that I work with and recommend out to clients who don't want to try that.
Either way you want to go.
Exactly, exactly.
Like okay, let's talk about fabrics, because I see you brought a lot of stuff here with us today. What can we do new with our fabrics?
Okay, so the easiest thing to do is I love using pillow inserts where I can take a velvet pillow cover and swap it out for something that's linen or a pattern to kind of refresh it for the new year. I also love to change my bedding out. I'll put a lighter percale cotton fabric on my bedding rather than the flannel or the velvet that I've had on for the holiday season. Patterns and textures are a great way to refresh your bedroom or even a dining room.
So we don't need to be afraid of patterns, getting just a smidge busier than normal?
No, and the way that I tend to look at patterns is if I have patterns that are going to be sitting together, I try to do a solid texture, a small pattern, and a larger pattern to give some depth to the design.
Okay, so we've talked about indoor. What about updating our outdoor spaces?
Outdoor's so easy too, and outdoor in Florida, it just extends your living area, so why not add some decorative items like a rug or some pillows, sisal, jute. All of those natural fabrics are great in Florida, and if they're under a lanai, they'll wear well as well.
Nice. Okay, so here in our studio, we did a little refresh. We tried to incorporate more natural elements and things like that. Is that still in? Tell me it is.
Yes, it is. Wood tones. You can, in decor items, like I'm big on texture. I'll do monochromatic, but I'll swap out the different textures, like in a bowl or in a wood vessel, and that really gives some depth to the decor items.
Okay, and I feel like as soon as people walk into your home, that's the moment that you get to maybe give them that wow factor, or, oh, you did a lot with your home recently. What can we do for the entry spaces?
The entry spaces, I love to make them functional, but I also love to kind of psychologically bring the outside in. So typically when I decorate an entryway, it will have some greenery, it'll have a light. A lot of times I'll put benches or ottomans underneath a console table, or I'll also put a bowl there to drop keys, because I know a lot of people come in, they need a place for kind of a catch-all, and that's functional, and it also can be pretty.
I like the functional part of it. Did you know that I lose my keys all the time? Is that why you're saying it?
No, I did not.
Some cues for us
I'm going to have to send you a bowl, aren't I, for your keys.
You are. Okay, something else. What about shelving? Because sometimes people have nice shelves, but they don't know what to do with them.
Yes, I approach shelving as, I always want people to display things in their home that resonate with them. So pictures are great, but an entire shelf of photos tends to be a little overwhelming. So I pick a few different elements, like maybe a wood element and a specific color that you might want to decorate with. And with those 3 elements for shelving, I try to repeat the element, but change out the items. So I'll do like a vase with the blue, and then I'll go to a standing plate with the blue, or I'll use wood tones and repeat that on different sides of the shelving. So go into shelving with kind of a game plan prior to going out and just purchasing a lot of items for shelving. And sometimes less is more.
Okay.
Yeah, with shelving, less can be more.
Keep it simple. Okay, let's move to the room where the family gathers. Let's talk about the dining room. What do we do there?
Dining room, you can do so many things with the dining room. Just changing out the lighting is one simple way to refresh the dining room. Another way to do that is to put more modern chairs at the dining table. Swap out your chairs for something that's a little more on trend, or maybe has a lower back. That's really a great idea. Also, when we talked about texture earlier, you can throw a runner or like a table not a tablecloth, but like a little blanket on the table, like what I have over here,
Nice.
and kind of update it that way with candlesticks and a tray.
Okay, you mentioned candles. Let's talk
Yes.
more about what you have here. You have candles, scents, because the smell of the home can do a lot too.
It can. I swap out all of my fur scented items for things like citrus or like a tobacco, leather. Those things are still a little more fall scented, but aren't necessarily the pine scent or the fir scent that we're used to at holiday.
And not all of the greenery has to be real, because I don't have a green thumb, but you say that greenery
Yes.
can help a lot too.
Greenery helps a lot. I love using olive branch. Olive branch to me is really versatile. It goes in a lot of homes, it goes with a lot of different styles. I also love using eucalyptus because it's a soft round leaf, and greenery tends to kind of break up that harshness visibly. So when you see a lot of wood or you see a lot of metal, put a little bit of greenery there and it just kind of softens the edges of the furniture.
I like it. Okay, in our last 30 seconds, I know you have before and after photos.
Yes.
I think this could almost be the #1 thing, but decluttering our home. Just do that, right?
Decluttering, yeah. Just go through things that you haven't looked at. I have a 2-year rule, so everything that I haven't looked at or used in 2 years, it goes out. So,
2-year rule.
A 2-year rule. If
We
I
like
haven't even
that.
touched it or looked at it, it's gone.
That's the simplest way to do
Yes.
it. And you've given us so many simple steps. Thank you so much, Kathy, for
Thank
being
you.
here with
I
us
appreciate
today.
it.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. And this is just the tip of the iceberg with what you can try at your home. Follow Kathy on Instagram so you can see more design inspiration.